hello, good morning, etc. I need my glasses. There we go. What are you doing? Oh, okay. My word, darling. This is tea. You like to smell it, but then you don't like it, so it's a curiosity, isn't it? She's done well. It's the first night I've left the collar on her all night. You've been dead good, haven't you? Yeah, that's you. That's your tail that you're looking at on the monitor. She's watching her own tail go and she's like, yes. Oh God, there's all sorts happening now. She's walking on my keyboard. Go on, down you go. Good girl. So, hello everyone. Yesterday, I haven't even brought it up. Look at that. This is the first part of me forcing myself to be motivated and to get back into my old work routine, which was get up in the morning, stream, build, relax in the afternoon, and then come back in the evening, stream, build some more, you know. So today, maybe just this morning, we're going to do all of those and then hopefully that at the end. And if we've got time, I'm going to do that as well. And then that's the entire back done. That's everything like ready so we can start doing these parts and start building our way back to the front again, and then we'll get all this, excuse me, my word, all this done as well. Oh my word. So just checking the stream on YouTube, and I see it's actually there and ever so slightly behind, but that's okay. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you for being here. And it's not like the best time for people on a morning. And yeah, it's nice. I like it. What the hell is that? It always worries me when there's like an update on Windows that isn't compulsory. And it shows up with the blue dot instead of the orangey yellow one. That's just weird, innit? Did I have my cup? Oh, that's the wrong one. What am I doing? There we go. It's got a little bat on it. It's got many bats on it. If you were hearing that noise in the background, by the way, that was the kitten savagely attacking the litter tray. So any minute now, I'm going to be like, oh, oh, and I'll have to go removing the poos. I may have to. I mean, you know, I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping she's just having a dig. Excuse me. Nicotine lozenges. Right. What do we need? That's what we need. Right there. We'll do that first. Then this lot, I think, is the... Yeah. This and this. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm sure you could see right into the back of my throat just then. I'm looking around going, where is everything? And I was explaining yesterday, I've started putting things away, being tidy. So, where is everything? In the bloody drawer, that's where. That's right. Even the pen. Even the pen gets put away now. We've moved to the other side of the room, and we are going to be organised and working from now on. Do you understand me? Yes. That's right, I'm dad voicing myself. We are going to be working for a living. Do you understand? Right. This is going to be a little bit difficult because I don't know if you can see that, but like there's just ever so slight non-prints of certain lines for some reason. My printer just went, nah. Don't fancy it, mate. Sorry, bye. I'm gonna draw them on because I'm too tired to do the thing that I normally do, and that's just put a line in my head and go point to point. So yeah. Did I what? The mic. Yeah, sorry if I was a bit loud just then. I did get loud and I did face the mic when I did it, didn't I? I'm really sorry if I've offended your ears with volume. I do apologise. The pen was like, what, paper? I did the first line there and it went, oh, and just didn't put anything on. And then it's occurred to me, like, I literally never use this on paper. I only ever use it on the foam, mate. The foam. That's what we do. We do foam. Are there any more? No, we're all good. Oi, no. 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 Excuse me, sorry, I had to sort out a cat invasion from the wrong end, and if she'd actually tried to get on over this side, she would have completely destroyed everything. Come on. This is your way. This level of chaos and destruction cannot be abided, right? I might be bonking the microphone with my glasses every now and again. That might be what it is. I'm sorry. I keep seeing the levels spike as well, so I'm like, sorry. Oi. I know what you're doing. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I've heard a million of you before you, right? You're not the first cat in the world to have the idea of uber-obsessing over something you know fine well is going to cause the worst destruction. I'm going to have to move her. Distract. And... Come on, squash face. No, it can't have it. I know what you were doing. You were like, oh, a totally different area, different way to get onto the table. Oh, I'll definitely do that, even though there's some delicately balanced paints and brushes in the way. Oh, I will definitely do that. That's the noise that would have happened. You? Can you fly, Bobby? You hate me sometimes, don't you? Yes. Shall we find some toys for you? Eh? Shall we find some toys? Yes. Come on then. Oh, we like this one. We like this one. Right, hopefully that's a distraction enough for at least 5 minutes of work time. I don't know. Probably not. But, oh. Sorry, I had a... Oh my god. Allergic. No. I'm allergic to the kitten, aren't I? That's what's happening. Fuck. This is bullshit. Right, I'm cutting this out. I'm pissed off now. I wondered why, like, it's not been agitated since I tidied up and I sealed the printers in the room and everything, so you can't like get particulates coming out of it and all that sort of stuff. And my chest stopped being really raw and bad, and I stopped feeling quite so terrible. But my chest's been a little bit heavy ever since. Just a little bit, but it's been consistent. Like, it's like, oh, this is the new normal type of thing, you know, and every now and again that happens. You get older and you go, oh, right, so my back just permanently hurts then. And, you know, you go to the doctors and they go, yeah, your back just permanently hurts, mate. You're over 6 foot. And I go, oh, great, thanks, mate. And then, yeah, and then I've just sort of got the cat right up to my face and my whole face has exploded and my whole like chest has gone. I've taken antihistamines this morning already because I already felt a bit sort of hay fevery, and now I'm like full on. I'm wondering if, like, I mean, obviously they haven't kicked in yet, but like, I'm wondering if it's the kitten for she's shedding. Like, they have their own little downing, don't they? And I've noticed all the little fluffy bits are starting to go away. So I'm wondering if that coming off her is what's setting me off. But I've never been allergic to cats my entire life. Mind you, I've never had hay fever my entire life until I was like 39. So here I am at 42, still like trying to figure out what the fuck hay fever is. So yeah. So yeah, if I'm doing a bit coughing, that's why. Oh. Oh yeah, just bear with me, I'm sorry, until these antihistamines kick in, and then I'm sure I'll be fine. Can't believe that. I'm so gutted. I'm actually genuinely gutted, I really am. It's just not fair. I like cats. I want to snuggle them. You are a monster. She's really enjoying the new couch. She's only getting the cushions at the moment, so it's okay. It does, doesn't it? Love indeed does sometimes just mean pain. Oh, and there it is. There's the shit smell. And love does sometimes involve shit. Ugh. Right, I am gonna just get these last couple of little lines cut, and then I'm gonna run and change out that litter for the tray, and I'm gonna have to like wipe and blow my nose as well, and all kinds of stuff, because I've got all kinds of fluids amassing from my face now, which is just fantastic, isn't it? Oh yeah, we do love a bit of it, don't we? Right. I think that's all cut out now. Right, yeah, that's gonna happen now. I'm gonna go get all this. Can you see that? You probably can't. It just feels worse than it than it actually looks, I think. So, anywho, yeah, I won't be long. Be like 2 minutes or something. See you soon. Hi, everybody. Setting up a toy. This is my kitten's favourite toy. Here she is playing with it. Not that you can. Oh yeah, you can a bit. Okay. Now that I have successfully removed all of the horrific fluids from my face, here I am with a fresh tea as well. I took advantage of the time. Right. Oh no! I didn't cut out this bit, did I? There we go. There we go. I have to pull them out and put them in order, otherwise I forget where they go. Oh no! I forgot one. There we go. Right. And chesticles. Right. Here we go, everybody. We're going to make sure that we... Oh, fucking hell. We're going to make sure that we nearly knock over our bloody very precariously stood paint shelf that I've made. I was really hoping would come with like some little wall thingies in it so I could hang it on the wall, and it doesn't. So I'm going to end up having to just drill it. And yeah. So here we go. I would normally maybe cut out those little holes, but I think what I'm going to do, because the holes are going to be done with the rotary tool, where you turn the rotary tool up onto its end and make the tiny little circles with it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I normally cut out the holes so I can be like super accurate with where they want to be, but I am a rebel and I've decided that I'm just going to visually reference where the hills should be and act accordingly. That's right. Rebel. Rebellion. Rebellion. Right. And the last one. There we go. So, on the top one, it seems to be somewhere around there, like in almost in the corner. But on these ones, it's actually quite high up for some reason. It's sort of there, and yeah, same on the bottom as well. I thought it was a bit lower on the bottom, like near these two bits on the bottom, but it's not. that's where it goes. Hello, Toby. Thank you for chatting. Sorry I wasn't looking. I was otherwise distracted. Excuse me while I get rid of this bot face. Not you, Toby, if you're still with us. What am I working on? I make Halo armor, armor from the games and stuff. Right now I'm literally making this. And so far, we are this far along. We've got the front. We've got the back. I'm making the little grill parts that go down this centre part that's missing. And there it is, ready to go. Gonna cut it out any minute now, get it glued together and then stick it on there. We have on stream already made the helmet for this suit as well. It's the Mark 5B one, the one, and yeah, it is foam, but I use quite a high density, quite a high density foam for the armor parts, and I also do like a torso part that most people miss out for like your belly, and I use like a real soft, thin foam for that, so you've got a tiny bit of maneuverability, you know. I can give you an example actually, because this is all like the rock hard foam, and then under here where it meets the visor, I've used the thinner, more flexible stuff, and then like down here it's all like the real hard stuff. I also, and I planned on showing this on stream anyway, but I also 3D print the parts as well. This is for the Mark 7 Halo Infinite armor. I'm in the middle of doing just the arms for a guy that lives quite close to me. So I don't mind doing this sort of thing for people that are able to give me really, really accurate measurements, because there's no flexibility in hard plastic, you know. And I've got his hand plates there as well, so they're like, they go on. And yeah, so yes, I'm making this out of foam, but I do also 3D print, and I make trinkets. And for any fans of Kiki's delivery service, there's this guy. Yeah, he didn't play the games. But you could print TPU. Yeah, but it's not flexible enough. That's the TPU it's really good because you can just like squeeze it in your hands and stuff, can't you? But it's not quite flexible enough for your body, and it's not strong enough for that either, unfortunately. Because I was printing with TPU the beginning of this year, it was, and yeah. So it was. It made me realise, because I was able to sort of pull it apart. That stuff, the black stuff there, that's what am I using? I'm using PETG for that. So it's rock hard for you know, banging around or just spending the day walking around in a hall posing for photos and what have you, you know. The guy I'm doing it for does a lot of charity work, and that could entail anything. So it could be anything from just standing around at a stall taking photos with people for charity money, or he could be posing for photo shoots where he needs to, like, I don't know, if I can climb a tree or some shit, you know, like whatever it might be. And I made him an entire foam costume about 2 years ago. And he's kept in touch and sent me pictures ever since, and it's holding up really well. He did the paint job as well, and it looked fantastic. But he came back to me and he said, "Do you reckon we could do it again, but make it more durable?" And I was like, "Well, it just so happens that I'm 3D printing now, so yeah." He's extremely satisfied so far. I've done all his legs, and with the completion of a second bicep, that'll be all his... Oh no, I need to do the shoulder parts as well. There's a bicep there, and yeah, I need to do the shoulders as well. Yeah, with the shoulder parts done, that's his entire arms. And then we're going to look into getting the chest done as well, which is going to be a lot. Because I haven't got the biggest printers in the world. I've got some really reliable ones, and they are cool, but like the chest piece is going to be a challenge. Do you know what I should do? Before I cut these out, I should do the circles first, because that would be sensible. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to get a Klingon costume, but that entails quite a bit of makeup. It does, yeah. Oh yeah, you can get full like top head. What do you call it? It's like I want to say masks, but they're not really, because they only come down to your brow. But it's like a wig as well, so I suppose you could call it a Klingon wig. So you get the whole head piece, and it ridges. Thank you, yeah, and then you get the wig down the back, and then it's just up to you to sort of blend the edges. Could be an option, unless you want to go like full on accurate and you want all the nose parts and the teeth parts and everything. It's really only the nose and teeth extra that you would need to figure out, I reckon, unless I'm misremembering and it actually comes with the nose part as well that you put on everything. Can't remember, but I would be happy to help you out with like the chest armor and things that they wear all the time. You know, the sort of silvery, chromy metal chest parts that they wear. I could certainly do that. Right, hang on a moment. There we go. Right. Whoop. There we go. I'm definitely going to have to move where this hangs. Rotary tool. I'm as white as a vampire, so I'd need to cover myself. I could do an albino. You could do an albino. What's your face? Klingon. Come on, get off there. There we go. Right. Sorry, I need to move this so it's somewhere else, and I'm gonna do this now. I'm all the way in Europe, and it mostly looks like a sewing job. They don't actually have that much inflexible armor. No, it's just the chest, isn't it? And the rest of it's sort of like fabric. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'd be happy to just do little bits of armor though. So I mean, that's something I do anyway for people when they request. But and I ship all over the world. This one's going to California, actually. I've just managed to get one away to New York. No, she used to live in New York and then she moved to Texas. So she's in Texas now, and that's just gone a couple of days ago, and it arrived. That one took a while. Right. Bear with me. God damn it. The sandpaper bit moved. Oh, the kitty. Yeah. She's around. She's around. She's definitely part of this stream. For now, I may be too broke for any of that. Yeah. That's fully understandable, my dude. I understand. Don't worry. Keeps moving. God damn. Well, this gives me time to learn Klingon. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, I forgot about that. If you're gonna do Klingon, you better speak Klingon. You know that. Yeah, definitely. Oh my god. I used to know the odd Klingon word. Like, I was huge into Star Trek in like the late 80s, early 90s with like Next Generation, and then like Deep Space Nine came out, and then Voyager came out, and it was like a renaissance for Star Trek, and I was absolutely there for it. And then they re-released them all on Netflix for this country. I don't know what it's like over there. My terrible pronunciation. Yeah, I went back through like all of the Next Generation because they put it on Netflix. So I watched every single episode again for the first time since they were airing, and I used to watch the reruns on Sci-Fi Channel as well. And like, yeah, it was just lovely to see that kind of idealistic, wholesome sci-fi again for the first time in like like years. It was just lovely. The H is silent. It's not silent. I thought I pronounced the H. I'm so sorry. And it's hard to explain as it's not natural sounds in English. No, I know. Yeah, it's well, it's an alien language. It's meant to be fully alien, isn't it? You know. And yeah, I was saying like I rewatched them all, and then I watched all of Deep Space Nine again, and I do love it. But after watching Next Generation, and then you go straight to somewhere where they suddenly reintroduce like a currency, where you've been led to believe that, excuse me, that there was like an entire federation of species that don't rely on any kind of currency anymore. They rely on like reputation and helping each other and all of that stuff. And then there's currency in this space station, you know, and it's just weird. I liked it though. I still liked it. And Voyager, I think I liked the least. Whereas most people are like, Voyager. But I still like it. I still love it. It's still Star Trek. It's still got that lovely sort of wholesomeness to it that they all have, you know. I really like that. I didn't watch the new ones, no. I kind of stayed away from like Picard and was it Discovery and all that. You know what I did end up watching? The Orville. I absolutely love the Orville. The Orville to me is more Star Trek than those new Star Trek series. SNW I've never watched. No, I haven't watched any of them. I ended up watching the Orville instead, and like the Orville is that same sort of like lovely, optimistic-y, even though it's like a bit goofy and it's like, you know, they're doing like silly jokes in there every now and again. It's still got that like heart that Star Trek always had in those like Next Generation, you know, them like those days. So I really, really like that, and I hope they make more. I really do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think we're all right. Okie dokie. Strange New Worlds. That's it. Goes after Discovery, and you can see young crew that will be. Oh yes, yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm not really. You know, I'm not as fussed as I used to be. I still hold Star Trek in a special place in my heart. I absolutely love, you know, the whole thing, the fandom of it, everything. It's lovely, and you know, but I just don't like. I'm sort of falling out with like modern TV productions and cinema because it's just not being written the way that it used to be in general. And I mean, just look at what's happened to Star Wars. but we don't talk about Star Wars. I've never got the appeal of it myself, of Star Wars. You know, I sort of do. I do sort of get it, but it's not for me. It's even less for me now than it used to be because it's just got worse. I don't want that to happen with Star Trek, so I daren't watch anything new by them now. And like I say, I ended up getting right into the Orville, which I highly recommend if you haven't watched. Is just great. It's like... It is... No, dude, stop it. Kitten trying to kill everything. Did you at least see Enterprise? Yeah, I used to watch Enterprise. With Sam from Quantum Leap. Was it? No, he wasn't Sam, was he? I can't remember. I don't know. Right. I've got kitten things to do. To distract her because she keeps trying to... I'm right up against like the window, and this here is the curtain, and just there is where the curtain ends, and right there is a paint station with all my paintbrushes and stuff, and then a very precariously set up shelf because I've just moved everything to here as it is, and she's trying to murder everything, and she's sticking her head out and trying to climb onto the desk from that direction, which would cause more than chaos. It would kill everything I have created. Right, so I need to get this grill together. Yeah, I always forget about Enterprise. Starship Enterprise. Star Trek Enterprise. I remember I used to really like it, and I used to watch it a lot. And then it just disappeared. But yeah, it was a good one, that. I've got to assume that people didn't really take to it, so they cancelled it. In the old ones, there was one crew the whole time and minimal character development. I still loved it, but I like in the newer ones where they know you won't skip episodes in relationships evolve. Yeah, or the writing is more like modern TV, where it's like an overarching narrative that goes throughout the series, sort of thing. And that's like, like one big long movie, which was rare. That wasn't, and like, think about Next Generation was the 80s that started, and it finished in the early 90s, or mid 90s rather. And that's just not how television was done at the time, writing wise. It was like Monster of the Week type things, where it's like each week there's a new villain, each time there's this, that, and the other, and it had some overarching narratives, like the threat of the Borg would pop back up, and I am Locutus of Borg. Resistance is futile. I am... And, that would pop back up, because, they even brought it back for, like, the movies and stuff, didn't they? But, yeah, it's just not the way things were done, And I kind of miss that, because Breaking Bad came out, and it was like, oh, that's how everybody must do this now. And then you got, like, around about the same time, you got Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, and then now every fucking TV show does it. And I just find myself I find myself getting all nostalgic for the way TV shows used to be written, and they're not now. And there's nothing wrong with the overarching narrative TV thing, like Sopranos and, like I say, Breaking Bad and all of that stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. It's like there's a reason it's award winning and all the rest of it. But why can't we have both? Why does everything have to go one way? You know, it's like, and it always sticks in my head that the only reason that happens is fucking money. They just want the money, the TV producers and the companies and all the rest of it. It's like, it's money. Give me the sweet cream. Just like... It always goes that way, though, doesn't it? That's just the way the world turns, unfortunately. So I try not to complain about it too much. And yeah, I'm not against the way TV's gone at all. I liked Breaking Bad. I liked other such programs, etc. I'm just going to check something a minute. Hang on. Where the hell is that then? I'm missing this piece. And this is all upside down. I've done it wrong. What the hell? And I've got hiccups. Like, why is the world turning against me all of a sudden? Right. Okay, then. You want to play it that way? Okay, then. Right. Apparently, it's going to be on one of the ones that I've been cutting out of. Not that one, clearly. Not that one. Not that one. Oh my god. If I've lost this one piece, I'm going to be really annoyed. I've lost it. I've actually lost it, I think. God damn it, where would it be? I think they overdo it at times, but it's nice. That's why I love it. ENT, why I love ENT, it was still closer to the 80s thing, but it has evolving relationships. Yeah, exactly. It was a good blend. It was a good TV show. I really liked it. And then, like I say, it just disappeared, didn't it? It just, like... And I'm assuming it just didn't get very high ratings. And was promptly taken off the air, which is what happens. Like, one of my favourites of all time is Farscape. And again, it has the Monster of the Week type situation, but it has the overall arching story of him trying to get back to Earth. I loved it that much. I haven't got the camera on the right thing for you. That's Moya from Farscape. So, you know, the ship from Farscape. And I also have the Serenity from Firefly on there as well, because I'm a massive nerd. And again, it was like those shows were Monster of the Week, but, you know, like Monster of the Week, but we're going to have an overarching narrative. I've lost it. I actually have lost it. I've lost the piece I'm looking for. You're very funny. It didn't. It had a great conclusion, as I said. What, Enterprise? I like. Yeah, but it was like, from what I understood, it was meant to go on longer, but they always had the conclusion. Like, it was written at the beginning of the first season's production. They knew how it was going to end because it was a prequel, and it had to end in such a way that it sets up what followed. You know, so they always had that conclusion in mind. As far as I can tell, because I have actually I did deep dive on it and like, from what I could understand, it got complicated, and I think I might have been ill at the time when I was watching it. It looked like the ratings fell, so they cancelled the series, so they literally put the ending that they always had into production, as far as I'm aware. And I think in all honesty, I think I've binned the piece that I needed, or it was like, because right, here's the thing. I remember I moved it, like it was up here on that one, and I was like, what the hell is it doing there? And I brought it down to there and put it there. So I reckon if I've used this, well, that's the wrong one. There we are. Yeah, which I definitely have, because that's all the shoulder bits that we've used. Hang on. Yeah, look at that. I've binned it. I've bloody binned it, haven't I? Shite. You know what that means? That means I'm going to have to print an entire page with just that on it. And I need to unglue all of this and do it the opposite way around, because I'm doing it upside down. It's supposed to be that way. Not that way, like I was working on, because it had that thing and I was doing it the wrong way around. It's that way. And it needs to be like that, not like that as well. Hooray! Always the great shows get cancelled. Yep, like, and absolutely. That is worth checking, actually. No. Those are for turtle pants. No. Right, so what we end up having to do when something like this happens is you have to remove everything. Like, absolutely everything. Oh, bloody hell. It's a white. Except you. And you get rid of everything except the one thing that you want to print. And there it is. and then you print it. Oh my god, what? What the hell was it done to me? What's happening? Oh my god. Have you done this? She looks guilty, but she's pulled this out of it. I wonder if I can get it back in. Bear with me. How does it work? Oh my god. This isn't good. I'm really annoyed with you, kitten. How has this happened? It seems impossible. Oh my god. Right, I can see how to fix it, but it's not that simple, unfortunately. Oh no. It's bouncy. It bouncy away. Come on. I'm going to try one more time just in case it was because that thing was like... Let's see. I bet it absolutely wrecks it again. If it does, then I have a major problem I'm going to have to fix at some point. Oh, look. It's okay, everybody. Hooray. Right. Okay. I definitely need to get some new toner for it. But that's the main thing, is that it still works without that one tiny bit that I definitely will fix. But for right now, let's just get this out and get it on. and then re-glue everything that I've done so far. Such a waste. Such a shame. Anyway. There I was accusing the kitten of doing exactly what I've just done, which is knock my paint shelf and nearly knock all my paints off the shelf like the clever boy I am. Do you have a word with yourself? She's going nuts. What are you doing? Eh? Now throw a toy for her. Right. What are you tisking? How dare you? Right. Here we go. This is taking a hell of a lot longer than it needed to. Which is sort of my fault, really, for not looking properly and, you know. Anyway. Do you know what? There. Now we're not messing about with like a huge thing to fuck about. Yep, we've done that. We need to do that, and we've done that, but do we need to do that? Yes, we do. So is that everything? Nope, we need to do that. There we go. Right. So that's the piece we were missing. And back on track. Okay. Right. So yeah, it needs to be the opposite. It needs to be like that. So I'm going to glue this one on, and then I'm going to try and heat up those and take them off and hopefully glue them, you know, in such a way that they re-stick without too much mess. Highly doubt it, but we'll see. See what happens. My printer's been suspiciously quiet. What the hell's going on? Filament ran out. Crikey Moses. Right. Uno memento. It's my last roll as well. Won't be a minute. Filament reloaded. Right. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go make another cup of tea because I got right to the bottom of that one and it started to go cold and I'm upset. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm literally, it's very simple. I'm using the nozzle to warm up the glue because the nozzle is extremely hot and we can get it to pull apart, yay, and then re-stick, sort of. And then we'll have to pull off all the excess later. This is why I don't like doing it for things like this, because the way it's glued is then going to leave a load of mess on there, on the little overhang that we're leaving here. Like glue globs everywhere. Am I losing my mind? Sometimes. Most of the time. But, you know. It's alright. Oh, shit. Be right with you. This one's being a little bit more stubborn than its predecessor. Yeah. I'm going to put a little bit more glue on this one. Not a lot, because there's still like a lot of hot glue on there. I'm going to try and drag it all back with it a bit. It's definitely not working, but that's okay, that's okay, we're okay. It's all going to come together in the end. See there, it's looking quite good, as you can see. We've only got that one at the bottom to redo. So, yeah, quite happy with that. Just a bit messy. Excuse me. A little bit messy, that's all. Ugh. Hi, baby. Hi. Whoopsie daisy. What's going on, missus? Are you okay? Eh? Yeah. Oh, excellent. Clawing the curtains. Fantastic. This is why I'm not allowed to buy expensive things. She likes to kill everything. And one must respect that from an apex predator such as this. Don't do it. I know what you're doing. Definitely relying on donations of very kind people is the best way to go for me in particular. Because with this crazy young feline that I have crossed paths with due to fate and sausage dogs, I now know that I can't have nice things anymore. Yeah. Right, okay. This is now mostly done and ready. It seems to sort of be bending in one direction. It's a bit weird. See what I mean? Like it's going a bit like the other way. It's kind of doing that. I mean, yeah, it's done though. That's fine, and it's not going to affect the rest of the build in any way because it's not like a pivotal part. So you don't really have to worry about it being exactly symmetrical, you know. But that is that ready to go onto the suit. I'm going to make a cup of tea because I am very British. Know what I'm saying? Yo. Sorry. And let's get this fixed. Yay! There we go. And save. Baby. Dude, I told you we had an agreement and you broke it. I'm telling. You are going to get Turbo Dad voice in a minute. You can bugger right off. Gee, will bugger off. Right, while I make sure that the kitten is in trouble, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea as well. Make sure that she's in. Whatever. I love you, sweetie. Oh, you're such a little girl. That's the dad voice. I'm back. No idea. Right. Now for the fun part. Oh, forgot about that. God damn it. I'm going to have to sort that out before I move on. Both sides. Both sides need sorting. I just had to look around to see where it was that I stole my glue now, because everything is different now. Everything is different now. Sorry. Sorry. I have a phone call. Hang on a minute. I've been very naughty. I've missed a very important very important meeting today. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. But yeah, like, you know, I should have gone to a triage meeting today, and I thought it was at 2 o'clock, but it's 12. But it's okay. Anywho, yeah, gonna get this thing glued in then. I suppose I managed to, whilst on the phone, glue in both sides of those things that were out. Look, so that's worked. That's very nice. And we're gonna get this glued into here. And it's gonna help push it outward as well. So that'll be good as well. I think first I am literally just going to glue the... Get yourself in there, you. Just the top and little side bits of the very, very top bit that, you know, I misplaced. Now, I'll try and move the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing, but I'm going to have to do this fairly close to me. So, apologies, but I don't care. It's more important that it's good for my customer than you can see what I'm doing. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. Very nice. And then I'm just going to glue in that one tiny bit in the side here because it's just creating a small gap that I don't like. I don't like it. Thwacking stuff. I've took my glasses off. That's okay, you can now see my beautiful bags under my eyes. Because it's the morning time. And yes. Jesus Christ. Kitten times. Why is there kitten violence going on in my house? Keep your violence to yourself. Number one. Ooh. There we go. You okay, baby? Hi. You okay? You're doing good? Yeah. You're doing some good. She likes being congratulated for a successful hunt of all of her toys. Have you had some success? You done some murders? Hmm? A good girl? Yeah? Yeah. Well done. Okay. Now, the other side. From King Willie. You say the other side. You can't see the eyes of the demon. And him come calling. Him come calling. There it is. We did it. It's in. Not fully solidified yet, but it's in. So now we need to do all these bits up the side here so they meet these. And then we've got the arm part comes out here as well. And this attaches to that. We'll glue that on at the same time as we go up the side here to build this bit. And then we get the underarm all the way to the front, and then we've got all the bottom of the front to do once it attaches. So that's what we'll do. I think first and foremost we'll get these two side parts on, because those I think are probably next, you know, when you think about the logical timeline of events. Oh no, I've knocked over Michelangelo. Oh, Michael. I'm really happy with that. He looks a bit rough around the edges, but it's really good. That was Bob. That was the last good print Bob did until the bed broke. And now nothing will stick to it. I ordered a new bed. Yodel missed delivery twice. Apparently they do a third delivery before they'll make you rearrange delivery. And ever since that second delivery, it's been dead silence. And I've rang up and I've live chatted every single day since. And they've been like, we've escalated it to the relevant team. Please be patient and wait for us to get back to you. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you said that. 6 times this week, every day, you know? And none of it, like, every time. So, ugh. Really annoyed. So now, like, I've paid for a bloody... I've paid for an actual frigging thing. Like, I've paid for it. I've paid for my, you know, for my new bed, and it's not showed up. So I've got to just sit and do nothing with. I've got a printer out of action because Yodel hasn't delivered my shit, basically. So I'm just going to sit and wait even longer for it to turn up. Or, like, my theory is that Yodel's lost it. I reckon after the second attempt, they whacked it back in the van. It's ended up in a warehouse somewhere and no one scanned it or documented it. And it's just lost. That's all it'll be. And it's just bollocks. They're, you know, going, we've escalated it to the team. And you're like, yeah, I don't know if you have, like. Anyway. Get rid of these now. Okay. Let's have a look. We'll do this next bit. It is this and this that we need. So, where are you two, gentlemen? Right here, I see. Fantastic. Right. I don't think I've cut anything out except that one piece right here, because that's the under bit that we did yesterday, in fact. Found it. There we go. Yeah. So it's these two. And is, yeah, that the longer one's the bottom one. I've thrown out all of the important bits that I needed to make the little separated bits, because I'm an idiot, but I should be able to figure it out, because I can just line it up with what's already on the suit, on the chest piece. She's discovered that thing that cats do where they lay on their back and just grab hold of the side of your furniture and pull themselves along the floor. I'm very annoyed about it. Oi! I should think so. Mrs., don't make me turbo dad you. Oi. Settle. Come on now. Yeah, bite the cardboard all you want. You go for it. That's fine. Don't care about that. Don't care about the fucking cardboard, mate. You know what I mean? Right. So, this being the top, I'm going to whack it on here. And what I'm going to try and do is get a sense of how thick the little tiny bit is in between. And I'm just going to... This is how we will do it. So that is bang on 8 centimeters plus 11 and a half. Ooh, God almighty, right, 11.8. 8 plus 11.8. So, excellent. Right, so that's the bang on. That's not bang on 8, but it is. That's perfect, because there's the missing amount of space. There we go. And that amount of space is 3 mil. Now I'm just going to do that for now. This can go wherever. But that gives me the measurement I'll need for the other side as well, so that's good. Oh. Right. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is try and measure the thing that is above that, because there's another one just above it as well that actually carries on all the way around, and see if I can get those bits done as well. because, yeah, it just stops. Oh no, I think I've already got that on. Have I got that on? No, I don't. I didn't continue either of them. So that's nice, isn't it? Right, so from this end, we're doing, it's looking like that. Sorry, that. I know what I can do. There we go. It lines it up quite nicely if you do it like that, because then you can sort of use the squares and everything on it. Right. Now, you've fallen behind. Oh, what? See, I'm really glad I did that because it's 5mm, this one. Like quite a bit thicker than the other one. And we want it to be how long? What am I doing? Just use this. That's it. And then we go 5mm. And boom. Just need to do another one of those, I suppose. I'll do it over here. And why not? See, that's the length, but have we made it the right amount of distance? No, just a little bit off. There we go. Right. There we go. Right, so that's these bits sorted and ready. Now, I didn't switch the camera at all just then. I'm such a scatterbrain today. Right, so the outside parts of it, the bits that bend inwards, are going to need angle cuts, but so are the other bits, but not as much, nowhere near as much, just slight, he says, slight, very slight, so I'm not going to worry about that. Right, just so you can see what I was doing for the last 5 minutes was that. I've just plotted it out. So, ever so slight angle cut along the top. Literally just doing a completely straight cut on that one because yeah, down the bottom here yeah, definitely just verticals, verticales. Gonna give it a decent inward angle on this side, and I suppose therefore that needs a little bit of a one as well. And that's the ever so slight inward. Just do normal on there, ever so slight inward. Only slightly. And then we're normal verticals along the top here and on here. And then we'll flip it round and do the inward angles on the other side as well. Go. And there we go. Some straight ears along the top as well. So that's the one side taken care of. And that's this side. As well. That was silly. There we go. Right, so that's that. Are you ever going to be finished? You can take that as what it was, and that was a no. No, I will not be finished. How dare you? That's what she said. Right. That's for that one. Right. My acrylics. Oh no, the acrylics of it all. Look out for the acrylics. What's going on here, mate? Okay. Oh, oh my. Right. I'm going to do these now because they just require a tiny bit of glue and for them to be put back a little bit. And they're not following another one, so like these are on their own on this side, so don't really have to worry about them being lined up with another one. But the ones on the top that I've done, those ones that you can't see because I moved the camera and I forgot about it, there you go, right. Those ones need to be lined up with what's on the suit, so they're going to go straight on that, and then we'll attach these. But that's ready now to be attached to that one as well. But I'm going to do it in sections so it lines up properly on the suit. Suit. There we go. And then I'm going to go away and try and somehow be a human being. Like, you know, tidy things up. I need a Hoover because, yeah, I spent about 15 or 20 minutes just trying to get the supports off this yesterday, and I got most of it off perfectly fine, and it all went straight in the bin, but there's loads of little tiny shards of plastic on the floor that I keep standing on. But yeah, for the most part, this has come out really clean. I think there's like a couple of little bits of, tiny little bits of brim like that come off it. And those little bits like that are on the floor. They need hoovering up. So that's gonna, gonna do that. And then I've got other things to tidy as well. Arty. Right. Okay. Okay. Yes, this is right. So, cool. Okay. It's worked. I'm going to take a tiny wee bit off the bottom here, just so the angle's right. And then I'm going to glue it on both straight away. Glue on the side and glue along there and the side, so that it just goes where we want, sticks in, glue, ta-da. Now, it's this one, isn't it? So that's going on there like that. Quite nicely, I might add. Just about exactly how we needed it to, so that's good. And just get a nice glob of glue all the way around it, top as well. And then I'm just going to try and flatten it out a bit. Right. So there we go. Right on it. When I say right on it, I'm referencing the Mighty Boosh. If anybody remembers that British TV sitcom from like the 2010, late 2000s to 2010s, early 2010s it maybe finished, I can't remember. It's the Nanageddon episode, it's called, and one of them's trying to be goth to impress some goth girls. Anyway, gets his wires crossed. He goes, I went to a graveyard the other day, and they look interested, and he goes, yep. Did a shit on a swan. Ride on it. It's just, yep, right on it. It just kills me every time. I don't like it so much anymore. Like, whenever I watch it back, I can't watch a full episode anymore, but I can like watch clips of it and stuff, because like most of it isn't really that funny anymore, unfortunately for me. I must have been really stoned and drunk at the time, which I think most of the nation was. Might explain why it was so popular. That's not an insult. That's not an insult, because I still have a special place in my heart for the Mighty Boosh. I still quote it on a daily basis. Right on it. There we go, I think it's worked. I'm just going to have to hold it in place because it's a little bit of an awkward fit. And then I'm going to put like a river of glue on the underside, because it's fit on right there with that really, really thin slither. And then I think I'm going to just have to put like a big glob of glue all the way down that line that you can't see because of the other bit. I'm really sorry, but I'm just gonna do it. There we go. Ooh. Alright, same for the other side now. Let's get this bit in. Where's the... There it is. Right. First things first, let's get you in here. Oh no, this one's been cut short. I'll have to do... Do I do an extension on the end, or do I just make another one? I'll do an extension, let's save form. We'll extend it. And I'll do it at the end as well. Don't really need to mess about doing it now. We'll get this on first. So I'm sorry you couldn't see that, but like, let's see if I can get it in an angle where you can actually see, look, it just cuts short right there. So it's not all you can do, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to just crack on, mate, crack on. So yeah, same again. Get this guy on. It's a nice big chunk hanging out the side here that needs to come off. There we go. Brilliant. That's exactly what we wanted at the on as the same as the other side, so that's good. Once again, we're gonna go for it, whole thing. Just flatten it out a bit. There we go. So sorry, I keep moving the camera to give you better views of stuff, and then I realise I'm working on something totally different shape that you can't see if I don't move the camera again. This one's a little bit more awkward angle wise and shape wise, but it's okay. He's losing his mind. I'm reaping all the benefits. think I'm going to have to glue this one in place because it's, again, like the other bit, it's just a tiny bit more awkward than the other side. Just a teeny weeny bit more awkward. Awkward. Alcohol. Don't know what that is. Alcohol. You tell me. Slightly going off the deep end. Know what I mean? La, 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 la. Sorry, but much like the other side, I'm going to have to hold this for a wee while to make sure it goes in exactly where it needs to. Exactly where it needs to. Like that. Ow. So there we go. Those two side bits on. It's looking nice and solid now. That's cool. I'm really happy with that. I think I might just try and get this one little bit in the bottom. Maybe. Because the cat's asleep, I can store it down there. Just don't tell her. Okay. Right, we need that bit. So where is that? Oh, I know where that is. There it is. So we'll just do this one little piece. Excuse me. It's one little piece, and I'm going to call it for this morning's stream, because it's now afternoon for one thing, in my time. And then I'll be back in a few hours, I think. Well, I might be. I most likely will be. That was awkward. There we go. And that is that one completely finished. Hooray. Rejoice. Oop, 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 boop, 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 boop. Oh, come on. There we go. Right. There we go. Now, I happen to know that it's all vertical cuts as well, and it's another reason why I'm quite happy to just do one more part, because we'll be able to just fully cut it out in a matter of minutes. Oh, come on. There we go. Right. There we go. There we go. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Fuck. I need to tie that down, really. Okay. Yeah, so that's that. Not quite as symmetrical as I would have hoped, but it's okay. We can easily get it glued in and it should be fine. So we're getting it in on that like so. How's that looking? I think it's a bit one-sided, really. No, that's all right. We can work with that. That's good. Right. I'm just going to glue the middle for now. Just get it glued onto the little grill bit that we made earlier, and I'll worry about attaching it to the rest of it later, I think. Yeah, because I need to get on really and do houseman things. There we go. It's on. So there we have it. It's on there. So there we are. Like I say, I think I'll worry about getting these bits attached, like on the outside of it later, like, you know, gluing those bits to it later on. But it looks fairly simple. Look, just hold it in like that, and it just seems to go more or less where we need it to be. So that's good. So yeah, that's all these side bits done. The grill done, and this done to this morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. So just glue mess. Yeah, and I'll catch you in a couple of hours, because I'm definitely gonna come back and try and finish it. Not the whole thing. It's never gonna be the whole thing, is it? But like, let's have a look. So yeah, we're down to there. I'll get all that on after that, and then we'll start looking at that and this and that and this and that to build round to the front of it, so we can finish that off and make it one whole thing. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Those of you that watch these back later on, and there's a few of you on YouTube, for example, I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. And I will be back in a few hours. Bye bye for now. Love you.